You are listening to Outright Proud Podcast. I am Andrew Schlager, Outright's Corporate and Development Associate. On this week's episode, I'm at the 27th Annual Celebration of Courage Awards and Gala, interviewing special guests and activists. Celebration of Courage highlights Outright's achievements and elevates activists and our allies leading the charge to gain equal rights for LGBTIQ people around the world. On today's episode, we're talking to style guru Ashley Ballard, the wonderful and musical Robi D Light, Outright's executive director Maria Sjödin, and Outright's founder Julie Dorf. Here they are. Here is Maria Sjödin, Outright's executive director. First and foremost, welcome to Celebration of Courage 2023. How are you feeling?
I feel great. I love being here. It's such an incredible event.
So tonight we are celebrating the courage within the LGBTIQ community. Why is this important to you, and how do you find your own courage within yourself to be 100% authentic?
So for me, Pride is very much about sort of recharging the batteries for the rest of the year, when we all can change things by when it's safe for us, when we can be out in every environment, you know, in the doctor's office, at work, all of those places. And we all know that can be draining. So having an opportunity to sort of just celebrate once a year, I think gives us that boost.
Absolutely.
But I also want to say that, I mean, the name of this event, Celebration of Courage, is really based on the need for courage. Like, there are still 65 countries around the world that criminalize same-sex relations. Uganda just passed a law that imposes the death penalty and also really limits every LGBTIQ person's life. And so it takes a lot of courage to fight these laws, and Outright exists to support our movements around the world. My message to LGBTIQ people everywhere who are fighting for their rights is that they are not alone. We have to come together as global movements to accelerate the pace of change. Outright works with groups in dozens and dozens of countries to accelerate the pace of change so that we can reach the goal of everyone being able to live in dignity, being respected for who they are, and having access to human rights just like everyone else.
And we'll continue the fight even after today. I hope you have a phenomenal event. Congratulations on Outright's beautiful gala this year. We're so excited for tonight, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. We are joined here today with the legendary founder of Outright International, Julie Dorf. Julie, welcome.
Thank you. It's so fun to be here.
So, first things foremost, Outright has grown so much since you founded the organization back in the 90s. How do you feel seeing the organization grow to what it is today?
Well, I always joke that it makes me as proud as my children do. So it's really, it's genuinely an incredible joy to know that the organization is still here and that it's so much better and more sophisticated and bigger and successful and just, it's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling. And I don't have to run it anymore.
And I know you've been to many Celebration of Courage, and as you know, we are celebrating the courage of LGBTIQ activists and organizations fighting for the human rights of LGBTIQ communities. How do you find the courage to be your own authentic self within your own work?
You know, that just comes from within. I don't know any other way to be. I am someone who really values honesty. I'm a terrible liar, like truly. And I can't imagine, I've never hidden anything about myself. I'm not someone who feels much shame. Sometimes I get in trouble because, whether it's being a little too honest, I can't imagine any other way than being our authentic selves. And it's how you stay purposeful on this planet.
As you know, we have some fabulous honorees tonight, one of them being E-Cade, the honoree for our Felipe de Souza Award. And I wanted to ask you, what message do you have for those who can't be with us to hear tonight, but who continue to fight for the human rights of LGBTIQ communities, many in hostile environments? Do you have any words of wisdom for them?
Well, remember to be good to yourselves, take care of yourself, make sure that you're in it for the long haul, because this is a struggle for our lives and for the rest of our lives. And we need all hands on deck. We need to remember to be, take care of ourselves personally, but also each other in our community, and to keep your eye on the prize. The big enemies are not one another. They're the true opposition. And our movements thrive with diverse opinions. Our movements thrive with diverse strategies. It's okay to agree to disagree and keep in the same struggle in support of the big picture of where we're trying to go. And we're right. We're gonna win. It might be a long time. It might require a lot of sacrifice, but we'll get there.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Julie. I'll let you continue down the carpet. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you. Have fun.
Take care. Here is Robi D Light, legendary DJ and performer at Celebration of Courage. Welcome to Celebration of Courage. How are you feeling today?
Thank you so much. I'm very excited. I can't wait to start dancing. I can't wait for you to dance.
Oh,
Andrew.
I will be dancing. Trust and believe. The music is on. I'm there.
All right.
It's Happy Pride. It's Pride Month in the United States. And all around the world, people are celebrating Pride at different times, not just within the month of June. Why is it important to celebrate Pride and honor Pride, not within just the month of June, but 365 days a year?
I agree with you on that. I definitely think we should celebrate all year long. And I also think that it's important because, the younger generations, when I was growing up, I didn't really have a lot of mentors, or I didn't actually know a lot of people who were queer, who were gay back then. And so I think it's really, we need to uplift each other, and that celebration of Pride in June is a way to do that, so that you know that you're not alone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one last question. Tonight we are celebrating the courage of activists and organizations fighting for the rights of LGBTIQ people around the world. How do you find courage within yourself to be 100% authentic in your own work?
Ooh, how do I find the courage? Self-care.
Yeah.
I try my best to, doesn't happen every day, but I try my best to take care of myself. And that's mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. And I think if my house is in order inside, then I can present and give my gifts to the world in the fullest manner possible. So that's what I do.
Self-care is extremely important. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andrew.
I'll let you continue down this progression, but thank you for your moment, and I hope you have a wonderful night. I'll be dancing to your music when it turns on. Take care. You better. First and foremost, welcome to Celebration of Courage 2023. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling incredible. Honestly, it's so beautiful to see so many identities and just amazing allies and community members in one room.
And for those of us who don't know who are listening to this podcast, Ashley Ballard is a style guru, and we're so happy to have them here with us tonight. Ashley, I wanted to ask you a couple questions. Since it is the month of June in the United States, it is Pride Month. Happy Pride. But all around the world, individuals are celebrating Pride at different times in the year. Why is it important to celebrate and honor Pride 365 days a year and not just within 1 month?
Because our fight is never over. This is a time for us to take respite and celebrate and recognize all the progress we have made, but we are still putting in so much effort to make sure that there is equitable justice for all queer people across all identities, and that is what we're doing every other month of the year, and this is just our time to step back and take in what we've done and celebrate amongst people who love us, queer or not. So.
Thank you. And one last question. Tonight the theme is Celebration of Courage, and we're celebrating courage within the LGBTIQ community. How do you find the courage within yourself to be 100% authentic within your own work?
I just take a moment and I remember all the people in my life who love me and all the people in my life who maybe didn't, and how I don't need the affirmation of other people to be authentically myself. And choosing to be yourself is really an act in itself, to fight for justice for queer people. And I guess that's my answer.
No, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Ashley. I'll let you continue down the procession. I hope you have an incredible evening.
Thank you so much, you two guys. Thank you.